Valley. I'm here now with our next guest, local hip-hop artist Garrett Vaughn Snider, who's actually about to drop your very first solo mixtape.
I am. It's actually coming out September 27th. I've been working on it for a year now. I just branched off of a hip-hop duo called TDT with one of my high school friends, Jay Perez, and we released a mixtape called The Come Up, and decided to work on our solo project. So mine comes out 2 years after I started doing music.
Right on. So hip-hop, that means you rap. You don't look like a typical rapper.
You know, I don't want to be associated with just rapping. I want to be, associated with being a recording artist. I do some singing and some rapping, so yes.
So we had spoken a little bit earlier, and I asked you if you had to put yourself in one genre, where would you put yourself? How would you categorize your music?
You know, I like to influence my music. I have a lot of influences in my music, from dubstep and rock and pop and R&B. And so I guess if I had to put myself in one genre, it'd be hip hop, not hip hop.
Hip hop?
Yes.
What's hip hop?
Well, hip hop, I guess just an influence of both, like kind of the pop style and hip hop, and just kind of a free living like genre. So.
I think Snoop Dogg and Katy Perry, California Girls.
Yeah,
like
okay,
that.
yeah, like I guess you can say a very common thing that we're seeing in the music industry right now is singers matching up with rappers, so kind of that style.
Why is that?
I feel like it's just it's bringing something new to music. We're always trying to evolve into music, and I feel like it's most popular songs right now that are hitting the #1 charts are because of that. So.
Right on. Well, I know you have some influences right here in the Treasure Valley.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Well, I've only been doing music for 2 years as a recording artist, and at first I didn't really know that the Treasure Valley actually had artists that were doing music on a daily basis and doing their thing and creating music that is actually enjoyable to listen to. And since I've been recording, I've ran into artists such as Nicholas Ingram and Papa Joe and multiple other artists around the valley that I have a lot of respect for and that I really look up to and try to do as good as work as I do.
Awesome. Well, we actually had Papa Joe on the show a couple weeks back, and really cool guy. We had a great interview, and I asked him a couple questions, and I want to get your opinion. I want to ask about is there a stigma to being a rapper, hip hop artist in the Treasure Valley, and if so, what is that stigma? Especially you being, a white boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Is there a stigma to that? As far as, do people take you seriously?
I feel like the community as a whole doesn't realize that we do have talented artists around the valley. Like I said before I was even recording, I didn't understand that there was talented artists out there that did this on a daily basis and were looking for a fan base. And I think Idaho doesn't really have that artist that really stands out over the nation right now. And we don't have that #1 artist that is signed to a major label, I guess you can say. So people just don't realize the exposure's not there for our local artists. And I'd like to think that there is support in the valley for our artists, and we're all pushing to get that out and spread the word about our music. So.
Well, I know you were involved with is it SVS?
SVS, yes.
And they were a big push for all the local artists banding together to gain recognition.
Exactly, yeah. What we wanted to do is we wanted to consolidate as artists, and as a team we figured if there was a larger amount we could combine fan bases and be able to have a larger voice and really go against the major labels and say, hey, we can do this on our own without a label. So.
Well, how inspiring. So big plans. What are your big plans? I know you're dropping your first solo mixtape coming out later next month.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm also going to be shooting 2 music videos for this first part of my mixtape. I'm actually splitting it up into 3 parts. And hopefully have one out for my birthday as well, and just kind of splitting that up. So
Right on.
I'm
Well,
looking
thank
on
you
going on
so much
shows.
for being on this Treasure Valley View. Treasure Valley, look out for Garrett Vaughn Snider.